Item 3 are the presentation reports and discussions. 3.1, like I said, we changed this, is correction to the long-term projections.
Thank you. Before I go into the correction mode, if I can read a statement and be very clear that whatever happened in terms of projections, I take the responsibility for the error done by Forecast 5. As a Chief Financial Officer, I take the responsibility for the financial projections of the school district. It is my responsibility to make sure that if I engage outside consultants to produce the projections, their systems, their programs, their analysis, model, and process are working accurately. It is also my responsibility to make sure that the assumptions used in the forecast are applied accurately. This was not the case with projections shared with board on November 17, 2015. At the board meeting, our long-term time consultants, Forecast 5 Analytics, presented a long-term projection to the Board of Education. The projection had a significant error. Specifically, the November forecast inadvertently froze teacher salaries for, not teachers, all the salaries in education fund for 6 years, starting with 2022 and going through all the way to 2028. And since this is a 20-year projection, years beyond that had a lower base, so that magnified the error also. At that meeting, we told you that the district would have operating surpluses going through 2039, and the district projected balance would exceed 25% of the total revenue well beyond 2039. Should the referendum pass? That is incorrect. This error was detected when we intended to update our projections for the release of actual CPI, which is usually released on the third Wednesday of the year. And that's an annual number which is used for our tax calculations, and which is the largest source of our revenue. During that update process, error of frozen salaries was detected and then corrected. I understand the magnitude of this error and have spent considerable time reviewing every aspect of the projections with Forecast 5. Scrubbing the analysis, we went through the model year by year, line by line, to ensure there was no other omission or errors. We also re-examined the basis for each assumption that went into this model to confirm that these assumptions were reasonable, conservative, and based on best evidence we have. In November, we told you that this district would run surpluses through 2039. Should the referendum pass, under this corrected projection, the district would have operating surpluses through 2026 and will be above the 5% margin in 2033. Again, I'm truly sorry for this error and the misconception it created. And I really do apologize. Although it's an outside service provider, I do take responsibility for whatever projections they do. And after this statement and give you the opportunity to the board, then I'll identify what were the errors and what was the magnitude of the errors, and after making a correction, how things look.